Hey guys, and welcome to our next installment of covering the 30 NBA teams before the 2013-2014 season. Today on the list, we have the Charlotte Bobcats. So this is one we're going to try to get through quickly because I don't think many people are going to be watching this team much this year. Starting lineup, bringing in their big free agent Al Jefferson in the middle. Al Jefferson playing the majority of his career with the Utah Jazz. Good inside scorer. Bit of inflated rebounding numbers and not much else. Not much of a defensive presence. Doesn't really block shots. He's going to help with the scoring. I mean, if you look at this team, they're looking to start Al Jefferson, Cody Zeller, who was the number 4 overall pick, which I'll get into later, Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, which is number 2 overall pick from a few years ago, Gerald Henderson, and Kemba Walker. So what this team really needed was some inside scoring. And in truth, in the offseason, they picked this up. Al Jefferson and Cody Zeller will supply some of that overall scoring. Cody Zeller being a little bit more of a stretch player, while Al Jefferson will score in the low block. While I like that idea, neither one of these guys scare me on the defensive end. And when it comes to winning championships, or even just making the playoffs, which is kind of a pipe dream for these guys at this point, you really have to look at, who's going to stop the ball. I mean, you have Bismack Biyombo, who was a top pick a few years ago, well, lottery pick, and while he's developing, he really can't stay on the court for his offensive game. So you're always going to have to pair him with a Cody Zeller or an Al Jefferson, which I feel could work, but he's always going to be that mismatch, and I think that takes away from the value. I think Cody Zeller and Al Jefferson gain value from each other. Al Jefferson demanding those double teams in the post will free up Zeller outside for his jump shots. Now, the big key for me on this team, a lot of people say Kemba Walker, he's been taking the next couple steps. I think it's Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. You don't spend a number 2 overall pick on a player and kind of hope he's just that defensive 3 who just, takes up a roster spot. He's a player who has that great work ethic, great NBA body, and he has the heart of a champion, if you kind of want to put it that way. But he really needs to develop that offensive side of the game. If he can ever become that three-point shooter, defensive player, which so many teams relish on the wing position, he can have a successful career. Is he going to do that? I don't know. His jump shot looks a little shaky to me. But, Gerald Henderson, a bit better of a shooter, and Kemba Walker will provide the points. I think this will be a team that will be improved. I think they won't be lacking points like they were last year, but it's going to be a trade-off. If they're going to be scoring points, they're going to be giving up points. And if they put on their defensive unit, they won't be keeping up with other teams offensively. I think this is going to be a really tough year for the coach to take care of this, but this is going to be another lottery pick. And, when you look at who they picked up in the last couple lotteries, Kidd-Gilchrist and Cody Zeller, I mean, they passed on some really big talent. So they're really hoping that these guys pan out. I think they kind of settled on Zeller, but could be wrong. But do you really take your 4th overall pick for a stretch 4 who doesn't really play D? I don't know. Anyways, I want to know what you guys think, so leave comments below, and we'll catch you next time with our next update on the next NBA team. Take care.